Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and this is a sneak peek, or you can say an inside look on how I complete my journals. So I have been meaning to complete these two journals that I had worked on a few weeks back. So I just needed to measure. I just finished one of them, but I still need to work on the other one. So I decided to take you along and show you how I put things together. So this is a window envelope that I've opened up and made it into a full folder sort of thing attached on the front cover, back of the front cover. And I have added ephemera pieces, and basically I have used the herbal remedies kit from Artimaze, and also the coordinating kit that Tracy Fox has. So as you can see, this is just a sneak peek, guys. There will be a few more details, so I will show you how these things come together. So I have finished about 90% of the work, but it still needs some extra work that I feel that I should put in. So you can see all the flips have been collaged and sealed with distress collage. I've added some texture paste. This paper is from MyPorchPrints, and this is from Edith Holden. I've used a bunch of stuff, but mostly from Artimaze and Tracy Fox. So this is a folder sort of thing that I've added at the back, and I'm going to do the same on this one. So this is actually very similar to the one that I just did a flip of. But of course, you'll get a detailed look of that once I finish and they are ready to list. So here I have done the basics, but I'm going to create that back flap wallet style pocket tied with a burlap string. So I have used papers from MyPorchPrints. So what I did was I cut them out like this. So cut them out into half widthwise, and then I folded them in a trifold so that one side is a little bit shorter. And now I'm just measuring the center of the shorter side and making it into a triangle. So I will back up back that closed portion. So I'm using some scrap that I had from making my previous journal, and I'm just going to glue that down. So recently I bought this paper detailed knife, and it's super sharp, so I'm pretty much petrified that me being me, I have a high probability of chopping something off my finger or something of that sort. So anyways, I'm just trimming off the extra, but I will go back later and do the inking and stuff like that, because this will also be sewn. So I need the glue to dry, because my sewing machine is super picky and it will not work if the glue is wet. So I'm going to use this paper. As you can see that I have already made a mess in one of the corners. I've torn out a piece. So I'm going to use this portion to make the pockets, and I'm just taking off the extra bit that I have, and I'm going to add the rest of the paper as a pocket. So what I plan on doing is I'm going to do a different kind of pocket this time. I am making a triangular sort of pocket. So when I do pockets like this, I usually add the cutout paper, so that it's kind of a shadow sort of thing that's created. You don't waste that paper, as well as you don't need to distress or ink that portion out. Also, it looks very interesting. So I'm going to add that, but before that, as I always say, that I try to strengthen the the lip of the pocket, you can say. So I'm just trying to strengthen that with strips of paper, and once they dry, they're going to be sewn onto. So I'm going to let that dry and see what I have to do next. So this is going to be a series only for my Patreons. that I've started recently with this one, and you will see how this is the inside look. I don't show these things on my YouTube, and you get all the inside info on how things are going. So this is actually a purple themed kit that I had bought from PinkMonarchPrints. It's called it's Anna Olsen's shop, and I absolutely love her digitals. And this is from a blue wallflower kit that she has. And I am using this ephemera that would go inside those pockets. I'm making those ephemera pieces, because all the rest of the ephemera, I just move the camera a little bit so that you can have a better view of my messy situation. So I'm going to fold this up and just distress that. And also I'm using more ephemera from the same page. I'm just taking off the extra bit from the sides, and I just want to make it a little bit more distressed, so that can go in also. And now I'm going to make a tag using some printables, but I don't want that blue one because it's making everything very bluish. The previous journal had more of purple tones, so this time I'm using some printables from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. So I'm using this red color flower arrangement vintage photo looking thingy. I'm just tearing off the edges. I'm going to ink them, and then I'm going to create my own tag. I'm using antique linen because I don't want this to look any darker, because it already has a very subtle color tone going on. So I don't want to make this any more dull, but I just want a little pop of color. See the red flower on the cover? It's just kind of mimicking that tone. So when I'm working on projects like this, I try to bring out the colors that are hidden throughout either the journal pages or sometimes on the cover, so that they have a sort of cohesive look, even though they are from different kits or different papers. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to make this into a pocket tag with a pocket, you can say. So I'm going to trim that off. Yeah, so now we have that done. And the background paper that I've used is from French Papery collection from my shop.